Hey guys, Dylan from the Geek Duo here, and today I'll be bringing you my reaction to Creature Commandos Season 1, Episode 6, titled Priyatel Skelet. As Dr. Phosphorus is born of his own research, the Creature Commandos find themselves on the eve of destruction. Okay, so this is going to be the Dr. Phosphorus episode, in the same way that Cheers to the Tin Man was the GI robot, Chasing Squirrels was Weasels, and Tourmaline Necklace was the Brides. All that leaves left is Nina, and the thumbnail of the next episode looks like it's going to be hers. So, I have been saying I know absolutely nothing about Dr. Phosphorus, so it'll be very interesting to learn about him. But also, there's the fact that the show has changed a lot from the characters it has shown. So, the backstory they have for this version of the character may not be in line with other versions of him. So, it'll be interesting to learn this Dr. Phosphorus's backstory, and then maybe go into what the original ones was. But yeah, last we saw him, he was putting his pants back on after burning through a tank. So, and the rest of the commandos were split up around Pakistan. So it'll be interesting to see what happens this episode. Let's get it started in 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh, hey, we're in Gotham. The music sounds Batman. The Stone Gargoyle and the Filter all stream Gotham. You really think you were gonna get away with limping that much? I've never seen someone cut the end off of a cigar with their teeth. Okay, so we now know his name is Alex. Really? They had him whistling the opening tune. I do wonder if we're going to see that level of power from Phosphorus this series. Because so far we haven't really seen him create like a nuclear explosion. Or well, a phosphorus explosion if you want to say that. It was pointed out to me, this guy, Alexei, he was the guy watching them when they got off the plane. The Chinska. So they had someone in near Belrive watching the Commandos return with Cersei. That's fair. Of course, the two female ones ended up in, I'm assuming, a brothel. So they speak French, English, and probably Pakistan. Yeah. No, I'm gonna sit here. You really want to mention having some fun in a brothel. There's a certain connotation with it. How'd they know that he needed help? Oh, hey, Frank dropped him off. Hmm. Is she actually concerned about him, or is she just worried about losing such a good soldier? He's hanging on the bottom plane, isn't he? Nope. Did you need to kill everyone there, Frank? Okay, we're going to Pakistan. I really don't know what they're doing with Eric. Because, like, how is he gonna play a role in this final battle? Is he going to sacrifice himself for the block, right? I can't see him making that kind of play. Is Weasel gonna become the leader of a wolf pack? I could see Weasel once again escaping completely unharmed from the final battle, like he did in the Suicide Squad, and then just disappearing into the woods again. But we saw how well that worked for him last time. Why did you choose this house? Like, you ran past so many others. I mean, that is a that is a big deal to be able to help cancer without hurting the people. But was it worth the cost? Alex Centaurus, okay. Why did they kill his family? Is it so that he would work for them? Like he'd have no way where else to go? Like, I mean, obviously, but why did you know that? Is he gonna throw the stick to the wolves? Just treated them the way the kids treated him. Not gonna lie, those are some pretty small wolves. Hmm. Oh, poor Nina. Usually, they have a bit more security than that. I only know that because I dated someone who managed a brothel. Phosphorus, you're not gonna kill the child. Chuck him in the chamber. Yeah, you live in the DC universe. Do you really think that this would not result in someone coming back with powers and then coming after you? Priyatel. I've got no frame of reference as to what that would mean. Hmm. Well, you're not gonna be laughing when he starts. Rupert Thorne, okay? Now I have a name to search for. No, you have powers. Are you a meta as well? I was expecting a bullet, but oh, you're fine with killing other people, but can't take it when your own gets killed. Oh, ripped it straight off. Well, I mean, you can't be too upset. She did save your girls. Weasel just. I love how everyone has all these issues, and Weasel, he's just having the time of his life. No. Surely that's just some false equation that his brain is put together. Because he's not all there mentally. Then again, the claim at the start was that she was a false claim to the throne, so... Hmm. Um... I think I recognized a couple of those characters. I thought he was shaking because he was scared of he might come after him, but not that he was already there. Oh, that one's mean. Out of everything that I mean, he's got a pretty standard villain backstory. And he's the only one of the group that's actually done. Oh, hey, it's Batman. He's actually the only one to have done villainous stuff to have ended up in um Belle Reeve. I mean, you can't see where the castle is. I knew he wasn't gonna kill that kid. Where'd you get that money from? They're all converging on the castle. Oh, hey, they actually converged. I mean, I can't disagree with him. I still can't. I still don't entirely know if they're being played or not. Because I could still very much see a version of either this is what sets um the princess and her people on the road to being the conquerors of the world, or this was um just all a trick by Cersei to take out her main competition. Because at the start we did hear that from the news they believed Ilyana had a false claim to the throne and that Cersei was the rightful ruler of Pakistan. Like, that is what they said at the start. And I I don't know what to believe. Because, like, Cersei is a villain. And, like I said, there's nothing in her wiki to say that she has future sight. Yet, according to the in-universe file they have on her, she does have it and has used it in the past. So, like, it's established in universe that she has it. So she could well have been telling the truth. Or that could have been Clayface acting as the doctor and then, well, turning America against Pakistan, though, because he is also interested in Themyscira. And Cersei is claiming that she will take the men to Themyscira once they help her take down the princess. So, like, was Clayface brought into this cult and then manipulated Belrive? Like, I don't know. Them showing the professor, the doctor, whatever her title was, them showing her to be Clayface really threw a spanner in the works. Because, like, once you had this external reputable source claiming that, hey, yeah, she's got these powers, it's possible that she can show you what is to come, and she also can't fabricate that, then okay. Well, that means that what she's saying is the truth, and that this princess is going to destroy the world. And then you show that the professor was not actually the professor, has the same interests that align with the Sons of Themyscira, who were working under Cersei, all of a sudden throws everything out the window of maybe this is all one big lie, and they're all being played. And the Amethyst Knights, they do have power, but they're also jobbers. They really have not shown to be capable of doing the things that we saw in Ilyana's apparent future, because they needed to show that the Commandos were able to take out the Knights. The problem is, by doing that, you've got people who are a lot more powerful than the Commandos apparently being killed by the Knights. Also, where in the hell does Grodd play into this? Like, is he gonna show up in the last episode? Like, they showed him in the future vision. Is that a team up that has yet to happen that might come to pass? Is that what has already happened and Grodd's been controlling everything from the start? Is the princess under Grodd's control in that vision? I don't know. And it's, like I've said in the previous, it's unusual for me to be this in the air about what's going to happen with, like, the general plot. Because, yeah, I really don't know what to expect. I don't know how Frankenstein's going to play into this. I don't know how Flag's gonna play into this. I don't. Is Economos and the rest of Argus going to show up and do something? I don't think they'd be able to, otherwise they wouldn't have sent the Commandos, but yeah. I really don't know what to expect, and we only have one episode left to resolve everything. But who knows? It is interesting that of all these people that were sent to Belrive, so far only one of them was a criminal. Yes, GI Robot murdered all those Nazis and was found guilty in a court of law. He was sent to prison and then adopted by Belrive. Okay. The Bride. A whole host of public disturbances over the centuries. I can see how that would end up her up in Belrive. Especially once you take Eric out of the equation, then I can understand that. Weasel. He was seen at the scene of a crime with a whole bunch of kids that apparently he killed, but actually he was just trying to save the one little girl who was still alive, and the police decided to take him down instead of saving the girl. I'm still salty about that. Yeah. Right, the girl, surely she died, so that must have been just a false equation in Weasel's messed up mind between the girl and Ilyana. It's gotta be. We still don't know what Nina's backstory is. And then we find out that this episode, Dr. Phosphorus was an actual scientist, probably an actual doctor. Well, he had a doctorate, probably. And he was trying to find a way to eradicate cancer from a person without harming them like chemo does. So, and then because he got money from a poor source, that poor source, when they found out he fudged the numbers, decided to kill his wife and son, frame the murder on him so he had nowhere to go other than with them, and then tried to kill him. He then went and took down all of them, took over their criminal empire, and got taken in by Batman. He is the only one who's actually a villain before this. Now, let's see. What is Dr. Phosphorus's, before this? Also, who were those two metahumans? Like, metahuman brothers who had the same power. Some sort of electrical power. We want creature commandos. Cast for episode, what was this? 6. There was also the mob boss. Craig brother. DC Craig brothers. Are the Craig brothers based off of anyone, or are they entirely original? Okay. General consensus seems that they're original, but they were purely placed in to show that the world is populated enough with metahumans that them just showing up and displaying powers is not enough to freak someone out. Okay. Rupert Thorne. Seems to be a established character. Dr. Phosphorus, Dr. Alexander Sartorius was a nuclear scientist who wished to build a nuclear power plant in Gotham City. Sartorius gained assistance in this effort from Rupert Thorne, the leader of the Tobacconist Club of which Alexander was a member and secretly a powerful gangster. The power plant was subsequently built at sea, where a crack in the reactor core caused Alex Sartorius to get 5 million slivers of radioactive red-hot sand into his body. Okay. Quite different. Does seem like was an antagonist to Batman. Yeah. Okay. And then Rupert Thorne, we just heard, was leader of the Tobacconist Club and a established gangster. So they also existed. So it is different. It's similar, but different. Okay. I don't know. I still don't know what Priyatel translates to. Is it like smiling? Priyatel. Apparently it means friend or friendly. Skelet, obviously, skeleton. Some say it's Russian, others say it's Bulgarian. Both have similar translations. So it's just friendly skeleton. Because it looks like he's smiling. And he got the kid food when she said she was hungry. Okay. Nothing much to really garner from that, other than it's just another indicator that he wasn't actually gonna kill that kid. Though he did kill kids in the past. Like he killed Thorne's family. Though that was probably direct retaliation for what happened to his family and not the norm. Also, what the hell was with the pimp getup? Like, there was nothing in the enterprise that he took over to suggest the needing of a pimp getup. Anyway, gonna end this one here. Got one episode left. As I said, it looks like a Nina backstory. So that'll be interesting. Yeah. Like we had the first one, which was the establishing episode of this series. Then we had the bride's backstory, G.I. Robot's backstory, Weasel's backstory, Frankenstein's backstory, Phosphorus's backstory, then Nina's backstory. Okay. That interesting way to structure the season, especially to have someone's backstory be in the final episode, is very weird, but we'll have to see how it flows. Anyway, I'm gonna end this one here. I'll catch you in the next one.